It was one of the bigger questions of the offseason, and it got answered with the drafting of Marvin Harrison Jr. Alongside Darren Urban, I'm Craig Riolu with another edition of Camp Credentials here at State Farm Stadium. And Darren, it has been a little while since this team has had a true number one wide receiver. They have that now with MHJ.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been mentioned a few times by a few people about how you can just kind of look at how Marvin Harrison operates on the football field, how he runs his routes, how he catches the ball. He looks like he belongs out here, and he looks like a number one receiver. In fact, the day we're taping this, he almost had a one-handed catch where he went way up and he didn't make the catch, but it's to the point where you're expecting him to make the unbelievable. And I don't want to put too many expectations on him. We don't know what's going to end up happening in terms of the season or what his statistics might look like. But he is clearly the guy that they drafted to be the number one. He's going to make everybody better. He's going to have the gravity to pull defenders towards him, and I think he's going to be a huge impact on this offense.
He is the guy. He doesn't act like the guy, and I think that more than anything is why he was the selection with the 4th overall pick. Great player, but we know that this front office, this coaching staff, they value the person as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you look up and down the rookie class they had this year, the rookie class they had last year, the free agents they've signed, there's a type that they're absolutely going after. And I think ultimately you want to have good players. You have to have good players. But if the ceiling is just a little bit lower for somebody who is an excellent person in the locker room and on the field and to his teammates, I think that's going to make a difference. And Marvin Harrison is everything. You talk about total package, that's a cliche, but he is. He's a great person. He's a great teammate. He's humble. He's saying all the right things. Oh, my number one goal is to help this team win, not 1,400 yards or whatever. And I think, again, when you put that in with everything he's shown on the football field, you can see why it was such a great pick.
Yeah, certainly team first. Speaking of the team of wide receivers, okay, behind Marvin, you've got Michael Wilson. You've got Greg Dortch. Zay Jones has looked very good at times here at Cards Camp. There is some depth here behind a true number one wide receiver.
Yes, and I think a lot of people, I think nationally, it's going to be underrated because people don't know Greg Dortch. They don't know what to expect from Michael Wilson yet. Zay Jones is a known commodity, but I do think that as this season goes on and the way this offense operates, I do think you're going to see this receiving core really come together as something that people notice. I think Michael Wilson is going to have a huge season in terms of making a jump forward. And Greg Dortch, I mean, I don't know if it's his comfortability or knowing that the coaches like him, but he's having an amazing camp and his confidence is just through the roof right now.
Yeah, if you throw the ball to number 4, Dortch is going to catch it, and that's just something we've seen now time in and time again, especially when he's been given the opportunity. So we know 4. The question is, does this team keep 5 wide receivers, and who becomes that 5th wide receiver? For more on Cards Camp, make sure you log on azcardinals.com.